we are going to show you the ugly parts of our homestead, so to say.
Yes. Today we're going to tour the parts that you haven't seen yet.
Yeah, and they're a little bit, well, we'll show you.
Yes.
We call them the ugly parts because it's the mother-in-law apartment that some of you have been, commenting about because I mentioned it. But I said it needs to be completely redone.
Yeah, and Miguel definitely was not lying when he said it needs to be completely redone. So we're going to show you the mother-in-law apartment to be that we're standing right next to. We're going to show you the garage, some of the sheds as well, and then also, if we can get in, we're also going to show you the storage rooms that are under the house.
Yeah, so let's just jump right into it, and we'll start with the garage because that's how we get to the mother-in-law apartment.
Yeah.
So when we come up this path, this is towards our garage, and on this left-hand side we have the mother-in-law apartment. But here is the garage. We moved out some mattresses that we were no longer needing, and I think that's coming up in another video very soon about the fabric episode. Where we went through the house to find all the
fabric and the mattresses that we don't need and want anymore. So here is the garage, and under this part is where we park my car. I know somebody said, "Oh, I would not put my car under this," but they hadn't seen the actual new roof that is here. They put up a new roof. Metal roof?
Yeah, it's like a tin metal roof. Yeah. So it's actually the best roof on the house. Technically.
Yeah, the newest roof. The newest roof. And if you go up here.
Alright, so this is the stairs, as you see, from the garage. You come in, and there's stairs here, and this is into the mother-in-law apartment. And, it is not super stable. I would not really trust going out very far on this old wooden door. But if you pass me the camera, I can show you what we meant by how bad it is. So it is a complete rebuild, as you can see. The walls are okay, and they put a metal roof on top. But there's no windows in the windows, so there's no glass. There's just the cutouts. And this floor is completely rotted out. There was even a small fire in the corner here. It's hard to see here, but there was a small fire in this area at one point. I think that's why they replaced the roof. And they put this metal roof on. So the roof is solid, and the walls are good, but everything else is a complete disaster.
It basically doesn't exist.
It basically, even standing on this makes me a little nervous.
Yeah, so quickly
and
come back.
When we go out here, we also have this very strange little room that's not part of anything, but there's a fireplace here, and you can see people have been using it for a fire, and it's a little fireplace, and there's this old kind of tile roof. So half this roof is tiled, and the other half is metal. And when we look out this window, we can see the house, and we can see that it's, kind of a weird little room that's not really part of the mother-in-law apartment, but it is, but it isn't.
I really don't know how they designed it. I do know that we have some Portuguese followers who've been watching our videos, so if you maybe recognize this as this was really specific thing that they did back in the day to these like add-on houses, maybe for the the workers. It was supposedly quite a rich family who built this house. Let us know in the comment if you know why this layout might be the way it is.
So this roof here, we have kind of an old tile roof, which will probably need to be replaced at some point. They have put some concrete beams in, but they look a little sagging, and they have some wooden beams in tile.
Yeah,
so we'll probably have to replace this at some point.
So metal frames.
And they did put some metal framing in, I guess, when they did the roof.
Yeah.
So this part is, it's a garage.
Okay, it's a garage. It's dry. The car is dry. But, yeah.
Again, the ugly parts, so to say. All right, so moving back down the path that we just came up to get into the garage, we can see the mother-in-law apartment again. Those were the windows I was showing you up there. And we'll go downstairs to show you what it looks like, because this is like a fence. And Yvonne will take us on the grand tour of the mother-in-law apartment.
Yes. Welcome
To the
to my crib.
Spacious three-bedroom abode.
We'll go towards the end here first. Which is a really small area. Lots of the stones that fell down, and you can look up here. You can see the roof straight through.
That's where we were a second ago.
Yeah. So not much to see here.
So it's just one room.
Yeah, it's not really being used at the moment. Then here is another door. Doesn't really. It does open actually. Let me open it.
We just haven't really been using this space.
Yeah, there's still some things in there. This one looks a little bit better wall-wise. It is full with, as you can see, potatoes.
Well, it's just a massive amount of potatoes in here.
Yeah, a lot of potatoes. And then in the back of the room, some
chicken coops or rabbit coops?
Yeah,
maybe?
some
animal
cages. Cages, that's the word. Cages for animals that they probably had back in the day.
And as you can see, yeah, the roof here was where we were a minute ago. It's pretty beat up.
You can clearly see it there. That's all black from the fire they had.
Yeah. And on the back wall, you can see it too. So this is room number 2.
Room number 3. Let me also
try
open
to
the
get
door.
Yeah, the door is kind of broken down.
But this one, similar, it's being used as storage right now. It's all gone. The roofing, the floorboards at the top. But there's a bunch of onions left, and then a lot of like firewood, it seems.
And then a whole bunch of rubble from like bricks and
and when things
towels.
fell off, probably when the whole
the
roof
old towel
came.
probably fell in, yeah.
Yeah, the whole roof came falling in, and then after that they replaced it, and they just didn't clean up the old roofing.
So I would like to turn this into like a mother-in-law apartment like we've talked about, because it clearly was some sort of house or apartment that you could use. It has 3 rooms. I would like to turn maybe one into a bathroom and the other 2 into maybe like small bedrooms. And then upstairs you could have a dining room and a kitchen. That would be kind of the plan. And then out here in this space we could make like a sunroof or like a sunroom where you could have like a couch or some, take all this stuff off. And maybe even make a deck where you could sit outside and enjoy the sun in the morning or evening. So there are plans for this. It's just that's going to be way down the line because as you can see, it's completely, gutted. There's not really anything here. So let's keep moving. So coming out of the kind of mother-in-law area.
Mm-hmm. We walk in to this area where there's another big door and they're harvesting a lot of beans.
Yeah, they got a lot of beans on the ground right now.
And then here...
You almost fell.
Here we have another big shed. It's actually quite a big shed. A tank to keep water, and then also, again, completely full with jugs of water and potatoes. And then on the left we have the onion harvest of this year. These are all fresh. And here we have garlic. And yeah, this is some of the harvest that we have been using already because the lady that keeps taking care of the land showed us the potatoes, showed us the onions, showed us the garlic, and said, yeah, if you need anything, just go into the shed and take it. So yeah, this one is just a shed. I think we'll leave it for now. Maybe eventually we'll work on it. We now walked from the back side through the house to the front of the house, where you can see actually these windows and doors are the living floors. It's kind of like the ground floor of the house, and that's the room we currently live in. But as you can see, they're really not on the ground floor. They're quite a bit higher. So we have here 1, 2, 3 doors with storage that we are going to go into and show you. Hopefully, yeah. We have keys. And
so we'll figure out which one it is and we'll be right back.
Got the key out of the bag and now, oh yeah. It's open.
We haven't been in here since the very first time we saw the house.
In February?
In February. I did bring a flashlight. If needed. Go on in. Whoa, we got wine barrels.
Yeah, wine barrels.
And more. Whoa, we have not been in. Whoa, I don't remember all this. We have like a bunch of wine barrels full of spiders.
Lots of random
We
cables.
can't see anything. All right, hold this. All right, so I've set the camera setting a little bit different so we can try to see somewhat better. We have a bunch of wine barrels. And we have what I believe is some kind of olive press. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel and see what happens, Yvonne. I think you put your grapes or your olives in there at the top.
Could be.
And then it like grinds them down. There's a lot of cobwebs in here. This is the beams above our house. We should probably look at those. This is the room that we're in. The living room that we've been staying in. The beams don't look too bad, but you can definitely see where there's some crookedness because we can see the floor upstairs a bit crooked.
Yeah.
So we might have to try and come in here and level it all out. And we might have to replace a lot of these beams.
Yes. I mean,
over time.
They're very sturdy. They're very big beams.
Yeah, they're pretty good, but...
What's in
that door over there?
I was
It's a
gonna
bottle
say,
of
in the
wine.
house it's clear that like the floors are not leveled. Oh, it's like a storage.
Yeah, there's like, that's what I was thinking. There's white
Vinho
wine.
Vinho do Porto, Porges.
Anyways, there's a lot of stuff in this. That slightly terrifies me.
It's a little scary.
Yeah,
This
we
room.
would have to come in here with more equipment.
Yeah.
But you can see this is technically all part of the floor plan. And there's a bunch of winemaking stuff,
Got another one of the doors open.
we think.
Hopefully.
Yeah, give it a good push. Maybe?
No.
Seems...
Oh.
Whoa, did we go in here last time?
I don't.
We have not been in here.
We did not go
No,
into
we did
all
not
of the
open
rooms.
this.
We went into
Holy
some
moly.
of them. What is here?
I don't know, it's a massive piece of wood. And a bunch of... Come on in. Did we go in here? Bunch of newspapers.
More newspapers?
Old newspapers. Nothing in there. Oh boy. Alright, what about this? There's a bunch of spider webs.
Yeah, it's a little bit low. I gotta be careful. Oh, and there's a little shelving
Oh
unit.
no, there's a coal box. They still have a bunch of coal here. It's like a charcoal and coal. I'll have to come down with more light.
Yeah, but you can see it a little bit there.
Yeah, and there was a bunch in the corner here.
And their whole shelving unit of bottles.
Oh. Bunch of fishing hooks.
Oh. Well, we saw a fishing pool up in the attic. Empty bottles.
Oh yeah, it was a cafe
Cafe
liquor.
liqueur, Marie Brizard.
Well, I don't think anybody's gonna leave good liquor laying around.
No, you'll drink a Porto Barros, Imperial Tawny. Well,
Well, cool
Could be
bottles.
so-
You
yeah.
could make like candles out of it or something.
yeah, it could be nice decor pieces.
Yeah.
Clean them up a little
Take
bit.
them out and wash them and then see if they're
Yeah.
useful. Even these are fun, like these big basket ones.
We tried to open this door too, which is underneath the patio, but no luck with the keys that we have. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back around the house and go in from the other side.
All right, so this is the other way that we can get down under the house when we were showing it a second ago from the other side of the road.
And you might recognize this area if you've seen a previous video in which we tried to fix and repair the bathroom area, like when we had a shower issue. If you don't recognize this area and you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It's quite entertaining. It's quite something. So yeah, let's go inside and check it out.
Again, this is kind of like plumbing and kind of under the house. Technically, it can be used for storage, but if Yvonne doesn't fall, we'll go in. There's a lot of creepy spiders down here too.
Yes.
So down here we have the water leaking that we were showing in the last video, and the plumbing that we'll have to redo. And there's a giant spider that lives right over here.
Yeah, Miguel wants to take it in.
I don't want to take it in.
Put it in a terrarium and like have it as a pet.
Sounds terrifying. So you can see the door.
Yeah, you see the light, right?
Yeah.
So,
we haven't really been under here because it's kind of also a creepy area. Let me come on in. And actually, this is the patio above us. So we can see that it's actually a pretty solidly done patio. Yeah. It's got proper cement and proper beams. So I'm not too worried about that.
No, it's the other side that is more worrisome.
Yeah, it's more on the other side where we just walked through that is still wood.
I was going to get to the lock, but I can't get to the lock.
No, there's a lot of spiders there.
There's a lot of cobwebs. What do you say about the space?
Yeah, what do you say about a space like this? It's basically just your basement.
But once we get to the bathroom and restoring it, we need to be working in here, obviously, like we're saying, to fix all the piping. But then as we are here, we also want to fix like the ceiling of this, the beams, the floor, because there are some concrete slabs, but there's also
some of the joists don't look very good.
And then as we are working here, what we're thinking is to kind of even out this floor here and either put like concrete or simple
gravel, maybe even.
Yeah, something simple like to make it even and like not just sand. And then maybe put a few shelves here so we can store some of our garden tools in here.
Or maybe grow mushrooms.
Yeah, that's
make it into your mushroom farm.
Yeah. And then there's a little spot here, which I don't know.
It's the creepy. That's where the baby carriage is. And this is probably not what we should be showing people. They're already telling that it's a haunted house.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, there's a baby carriage there. I don't think the people that own this place had a baby.
I mean, maybe at one point.
Maybe at one point. We have not been in there.
I'm not
it's very creepy. All right, we're back out.
Yes.
So that was all of the kind of ugly parts of the homestead. What do you think?
I think it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was actually a little scary going into this adventure, but it was actually all right.
Actually, looking at some of the beams, it doesn't look so bad. I thought we were going to have to redo everything, but honestly, it's a lot of work, but some of it didn't look as bad as I was kind of expecting, especially since we'd been in that part where the bathroom was. But I think because that has water, maybe that's why those beams are not so good. And I thought maybe the rest of the house was like that, but the rest of the house doesn't have water.
Like it was in a better state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you want to see the good parts of the house, check out the home tour that we did. I'll pop it up on the screen somewhere, or check the link down below.
Yes. And then we'll say thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.